Many people today say things like once you truly see who someone is, believe them. This kind of advice gets shared constantly on social media. And it sounds like wisdom the moment you hear it. And sometimes that advice does make sense. If someone has repeatedly shown you harmful behavior, recognizing that pattern and protecting yourself is absolutely the right and healthy response. But most people misunderstand what it actually means to truly see someone. And because of that misunderstanding, they either stay too long in harmful situations or they carry invisible weight everywhere they go. Psychology actually shows that what changes everything is not just seeing harmful people clearly. It is understanding why you react to them the way you do. So here is what psychology suggests instead. 1. Harmful people often affect you because of something unresolved inside you. This sounds uncomfortable, but psychology shows this is one of the most important realizations a person can ever reach. A lot of people believe that difficult people simply have power over them. They think certain individuals just naturally get under their skin, and they spend enormous energy trying to avoid or manage those people. Psychologists explain that our strongest emotional reactions often connect to older unhealed wounds. For example, if someone's criticism makes you feel worthless, the real work is exploring why that specific reaction lives inside you. 2. You cannot change a harmful person by understanding them better. Many people spend years trying to figure out why a difficult person behaves the way they do. They believe that if they just understood enough, they could fix the situation. Most people think that if they are patient enough, kind enough, or communicate well enough, the other person will eventually change. This belief keeps a lot of people stuck in draining situations for far too long. Psychologists explain that you can understand someone completely and still be unable to change them. For example, you might finally understand why a family member behaves hurtfully and still choose to limit your time with them. 3. Detachment is not the same as not caring. Social media often tells people to simply stop caring about difficult people. But that advice can feel impossible and even cruel when the person involved is someone you love. A lot of people feel guilty for still caring about someone who has hurt them. They think that caring means they are weak or that they are allowing harmful behavior. So they either force themselves to feel nothing or they feel ashamed for feeling something. Psychologists call this emotional detachment, and it does not mean you stop caring. It means you stop allowing someone else's behavior to determine your inner state. For example, you can still love a parent and choose not to attend every family event. 4. Not everyone deserves the same level of access to you. This is one of those simple truths that changes how people think about relationships entirely. Yet many people were never taught this growing up. Most people either give everyone full access to their time and emotions, or they cut people off completely. There is rarely a middle ground considered. And this all-or-nothing thinking often makes situations harder than they need to be. Psychologists explain that healthy relationships involve different levels of closeness and access. For example, a coworker who gossips does not need to know your personal struggles. You can be polite and warm while still keeping your private life private. 5. Recognizing harmful patterns protects your nervous system. When you finally identify how a particular person tends to behave, something important shifts. You stop being surprised. And that change matters more than most people realize. A lot of people stay emotionally activated by difficult people because every interaction feels unpredictable. They keep hoping for a different outcome. And that hope keeps the nervous system in a constant state of low-level tension. Psychologists explain that predictability gives the brain a sense of safety. For example, once you accept that a certain person will likely criticize you at family gatherings, you can prepare emotionally rather than being blindsided every time. 6. Acceptance is the quiet shift that changes everything. This is perhaps the most misunderstood idea of all. Accepting that someone is harmful does not mean you approve of their behavior or that you are giving up. Many people confuse acceptance with surrender. They feel that accepting something difficult means they are weak or that they are letting someone off the hook. So they keep fighting reality in their minds, which costs enormous energy. Psychologists explain that acceptance simply means you stop arguing with what is. For example, instead of spending years wishing a parent were different, you begin working with who they actually are. That shift quietly frees a great deal of mental space. Protecting your peace from harmful people does not always mean removing them from your life entirely. Sometimes it means removing the power they hold over your thoughts, your emotions, and your sense of self-worth. The real realization is this: harmful people stop having control over you the moment you stop needing them to be different. That is the quiet turning point most people never see coming. Healthy peace is not about building walls around yourself. It is about becoming so grounded in who you are that other people's behavior simply stops shaking your foundation.